It's Monday, and I'm fucking tired.
It's Monday. That's going to go on the back of the shirt.
It's Monday. Yeah.
Hey, we didn't even talk about our logo.
Well, let Tad do his spiel. It's all he
Go,
looks forward
go,
to.
Tad.
Hey, come on, share us, blah, blah, blah. Like us. iTunes,
Fantastic.
Facebook, fun places like that.
I wish he was going with us, and I just said it before.
I know.
I wish you were going with us because I want people to meet and interact with you, and then they'll understand.
You're not going to be there for the meet and greet, Tad.
Come on, man.
Well, I'd rather them meet Mike on their own, not me associated, so later on.
Yeah, because I'm definitely the weirdo out of the bunch.
Oh, yeah. You're not self-aware.
This is like the argument that I would have with Alan about who's weird.
Oh, you had to bring him up.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, there's something going on there.
I called Mike. I'm on my way here, and I called Mike, and I said, so I'm driving down 202, and I see a car off the side of the road, and they were bringing mattresses home, and they're hanging off the back, and they failed, and they were dragging them for a couple miles, and I'm driving by, and why did I think of Alan? God. And he's like, well, that's,
Come on, he's got a truck.
Normal.
He could do that.
It's understandable.
In the normal way.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's who I thought of. So we had a guest for tonight that actually Eric Dillard from Proline. He had some obligations that he could not get out of. So he's going to be on, I guess, next week. I'm going to talk to him.
Well, it actually worked out better.
Yeah,
because the two guys.
Well, I don't know about better.
Well, I mean, timing wise,
it just worked out for us.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
No,
I mean, he lives here. We have guys tonight that are all the way from Australia to compete in Dragweek.
Good day, mate.
And that's pretty cool.
Is one of them Nozzle?
Yeah, one of them's a guy called the Nozzle. He actually turns out to be okay. I was like,
he's not okay. We're going to find him on the road and smack him around.
No, he was pretty good to talk to. But
good.
Both the guys called, and we've got it pretty well lined up. So I think Steve's going to call in at like 7:15, and Harry, he's the guy with the Chevelle that's in the advertisement for the show.
Oh yeah,
with the two turbos out of it. He had a hell of a lot of shit go on already.
Really?
Hell of a lot. Yeah.
I bet with those turbos sticking out of the hood like that.
No, it has nothing to do with that. There's much more to it than that.
Really?
Oh yeah. But we'll let him fill us in on his adventures so far.
What, he hit a rhinoceros or something?
No, just but some vehicle problems and just not with the car, not with the race car.
Oh,
yeah. I'll let him go over everything because I got it from Kevin who got it. And by the way, Kevin, thank you very much, man, because he's the guy that makes all the Dragweek guys get in contact with us. So it's
and he blows up your phone and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I was buried in all that accounting stuff, and then Saturday came and I'm like, I'm done. Everything to the penny. I'm done.
Ring.
But you aren't.
But I wasn't. I found out that the way I was doing credits for, I don't know, 2 years was wrong.
You found out you were stupid again, like the rest of us?
Yeah.
When it comes to accounting?
So I'm almost all corrected. And then before I go to sleep tonight, I will be done. I will be finished.
I'm done. My shit's all fixed.
Oh, yeah, your house.
Yeah.
And you're leaving.
Fast.
You're moving out when? The 30th?
30th, yep. I'm out of there. It's crazy.
And you're going to rent a house while you're building the other one.
Yep. That's what I'm doing.
Way to go, Big Willie.
Yeah. Killing it, man. So, we're packing rooms now, finding shit. That's why I brought your nut bowls today. If you want to talk about your nut bowls. I don't know why I never brought them to you before.
I know. I kept getting pictures of them, but I never got one.
I know. I just forgot. And my wife, she's going through cabinets. She's like, what the hell are these things? I'm like, I don't know. Oh, they're nut bowls. They're Mike's. I said, Mike likes warm nuts. And, Anyway.
Why you got to go there, dude?
Sorry, man.
I think I have. You gave me the domestic ones.
Yes.
These are the international.
Yeah, they're the good ones.
So they're
the ones you really were after.
The much sought after.
Yeah, the much
nut
sought
bowls.
after. Yeah,
I'll take a picture of them.
And there was quite a conspiracy getting those things
on the Facebook.
Yeah.
All right. What's going on with the shirt thing? Because we have a logo that we've all kind of decided was okay. Tad said,
Yeah, Tad, what's up with that? We thought that logo was good.
Simple, easy.
Not my cup of tea. It's clip art. I thought she was doing an actual writing something and doing art.
Killing. It's not clip art. She drew that. She drew most of it. Yeah, well, I mean, it's fonts, and she arranged it, and it's got to be printable, man. It's not like it wasn't like she was going to airbrush something.
Well, that's what I thought when you were saying, she's going to use her artistic talents to get it out, not clip art like that.
It's not clip art. Quit saying it's clip art. I just want to punch him in the throat. Why aren't you coming with us to Dragweek?
Grandmother just died. Starting a new job Friday. I got too much stuff going on this week.
All right, I guess I can't hammer him after the grandma just died.
Yeah, that kind of puts a damper in everything, doesn't it?
I believe you said that on the show.
Sorry, and I just got a guy Saturday.
I'm going home.
There you go. I got a job offer Saturday to go video an auction and shit, and I can't because I got the viewing to go to and all that crap.
All right, he'll say something stupid so we can make fun of him pretty soon, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. That's just give him a little bit of time.
Leave that jet car alone.
On another note,
there you go.
We're not even going to talk about that. On another note, as far as kind of sad stuff goes, look, it's no secret that John Bully and I don't see eye to eye on the cylinder head stuff.
Me neither. Yep.
But, his father apparently passed away. I think it was like last week. So I want to tell him, directly from me, forget all the car shit, dude. I know what it's like, and it's a bad deal. And,
yep.
Prayers, man.
Condolences. Yep.
Absolutely. It's bad. But, and I always told him he's welcome to call in. I mean, I'm not quite as big a dick as I am.
No, you are. No. You definitely are. And I hope he calls in because we will hammer him, but just not today or about, well, anyway, I don't want to go back on that because, yes, that's a tough time. And our condolences out to John.
Yeah. He's not a bad guy, and he is a car guy.
Yeah.
Overall, he's a car guy. So,
well, we're allowed to argue with people. It's what we do.
Yeah. What we're good at.
Yeah.
Even a head guy knows that.
Yeah. That's true.
All right. So we've got shirts underway, or at least we've got the logo done. Now, is it finalized, or is she getting something else?
No, it's done. It's done. And in fact, should I put it up?
I guess you could.
See how the guys like it?
What if everybody hates it? Then what do? Go back to the broad and say, hey, everybody hated it.
What do you mean everybody? We're the ones that got to like it.
Okay.
What do you mean? The people? Are I don't want to say the F word.
Fans?
Yeah.
Say fans.
The listeners?
The listeners.
You know what? I think they would take crayons on a shirt right now because we're so...
Well, you saw some of the stuff that they
did.
Yeah.
Well, they were like crayons on a shirt, but no, we're such losers. It took 2 years and change to do it. So
I got to say, I did personally like the fan page with the Kim Jong-un thing.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
That was good. I like that.
That was great. I forget who did that, but that was awesome.
I think it was Aaron. Yeah, it was good.
No, that was good.
That one I liked. So
no, but some of the private messages on Facebook were pretty comical.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can post it if you want. And look, this is as good as it's going to get. We're not. I mean, it's not to say we couldn't redo it at some point.
Dude, don't minimize it. It's pretty good.
I think it's fine. The only person that didn't like it was Ted, and his perspective is a little askew anyway.
Do you think?
Yes.
Askew?
Askew.
Yeah. Good word.
Sees things a little differently.
My view askew, huh?
I like it. All right, let's talk about car shit before everybody starts muting us and hanging up and everything, or whatever they do.
I have virtually no car shit to talk about.
All right, I'm going home.
For me personally, I really have done nothing but work. I haven't been on the Facebook. I haven't done much anything.
Apparently, there was a NASCAR race yesterday.
Yeah, I heard that.
They went in circles for a whole long time and shit.
Yeah.
Which way, right or left?
I think it's all left, right?
Just don't care. I mean, I know I saw some of the results, but I really, that's completely lost appeal to me. I don't care. I'll catch a drag race if it's on TV. I'm much more interested in the small tire stuff and the no prep stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, clearly, when you look at like fan counts in the stands at an NHRA event versus like a no prep event, it's a no brainer.
Yep.
I mean, it's not even close.
NHRA is kind of, I don't want to say the word stupid, but it does come to mind.
Actually, I do have to agree with Mike on one thing. I watched the new American Top Gear with the new, Antron Brown and all the other people.
What the fuck is that other guy's name?
I know. I keep on forgetting it.
Isn't it a shame?
I know who he is.
He's a good actor. He's in a lot of stuff. He's one of those things that you see the dude and say, I know what he's been in. He's been this. You got no idea who he is.
And it's like, oh, God. It just didn't do it.
It wasn't any good?
No, some of them I have to watch. Like he drove the Bach Mono, which is where's that made in Britain? That's a cool car and everything like that, but he's driving around with with a helmet on, trying to go through a drive-through and stuff like that. And it's like, I'd love to have that car. And the way he makes it look, he's like, oh, this is just a totally wrong car for the streets. It's like, that's what makes it great.
Well,
Well, I don't know. I think because one of the reasons I always appreciated the Top Gear, the real Top Gear,
Yeah.
those guys would screw around, joke around, do stupid shit, but it was stupid shit that was kind of believable.
Yeah.
And
Like we'd actually try to do if we had the money and
it
cars
was,
like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it was everything they did was kind of you could look at it, wonder, and say, was this set up or did they really
actually do it? Yeah, like the amphibious cars and stuff like that. And
well, I mean, obviously they set out to build those things. But what I'm saying is like the things that they got into and the things that they did, it was always on the borderline of being plausible that they might have actually done this. But it seems like all the other Top Gear stuff, and I'm sorry, even the new Grand Tour stuff, they force so much stuff that I think that it's just
well, the writers suck. It's like when writers change on shows, they always the show goes downhill.
Yeah. Well, I forgot that was on, but if it wasn't spectacular, then I guess I don't feel like I missed much anything.
Yeah, because that I got the Fire Stick so I could actually watch it, and I was wholly disappointed.
So I just texted you the logo. Can you get it on whatever social media things that you do? Can you put it on the fan page?
Yeah,
put it on the fan page and let's see if these cretins will look at it and tell us it's good or bad or whatever.
Our fans, cretins?
Good word.
It's a good word.
It's right along with steerage.
It really does.
So we're flying out on Tuesday evening.
Tuesday night, yep.
What time should we land? When are we going to get there?
Like 9:30, I think.
Is that a time change? Chicago time change? Yeah, I don't know neither.
I don't know either. I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we gain an hour.
Yeah.
Flying there.
Yeah, that's why we land at 9:30.
Okay.
Because we leave at 8:10.
Yeah, because that was a fast
one. Yeah.
If
got
so,
cathedral ports on it.
Don't even get me started.
Sorry.
If we get there at 9 something, I don't know, and I guess the people that are doing the actual Drag Week event don't know where they're going to be at what given time. Like how many people are going to be broke fixing,
Well, don't we have like cell phone numbers of these guys?
Yeah.
Any of them?
Yeah, I do.
And Kevin knows where everybody is at all times, right? Doesn't he have like geolocation on everybody?
Yeah, he might have snuck around in the beginning, like at that, because at that party.
What clothes they're wearing?
Yeah, the party at Motion Raceworks. Everybody, don't forget that's going to happen on Saturday.
Yep.
So everybody should get there. It's Saturday or Sunday, the 9th. It's the 9th.
It's the 9th. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Kevin ran around, stuck GPS locators in everybody's cars.
He must have.
But I mean, I guess the plan for me is if we land at 9 something, we could probably go to like where they are, or like, I don't know if they're just scattered around hotels or if there's any like stuff.
Well, I think what should happen is I think they should let us know by way of either Facebook or texting or whatever. How do they, what we ought to do? We ought to make a group chat on something like online or on WhatsApp or one of those apps that we can create a group that anybody who wants to be on it can be on it, and we can discuss where people are.
Okay.
Because we're going to basically we're going to land and we can drive anywhere. And I mean, we're big boys. We could stay up to after 10, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I'm allowed to.
I'm allowed to too.
Alan probably couldn't if he was going.
No, he'd have to check in.
Yeah.
You have to sing a lullaby to the kid before. I mean, I don't care how late we got to stay up, and then the next day.
Wednesday, we go to Byron. We stay at the racetrack. We could do some driving with the guys. We could pull over and help somebody fix their car, which is what you wanted to do the whole time. And I'm going to sit and watch. Oh, do I have that wrong? You're looking at me like I'm crazy. I thought you wanted to help somebody.
Keep fucking with me.
No, we'll drive some of the route. Basically we have we just got to get back for our flight in the morning on Thursday. And we have a room at the airport, but who cares if we sleep or not? I mean,
yeah. What is it? Is it 7:14 in the morning we leave?
Yeah.
So yeah,
but, I mean, we could just show up at the airport.
Yeah, I don't
sleep on the plane.
I don't care.
We're going to be in big boy chairs.
Does your nut bowls on the side?
No steerage for me.
No. You should have went, Tad. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I understand you got a lot to do, but like you're talking about Saturday, you got to do this. Friday, you got to do this. You'll be back Thursday.
Don't you bring up your grandmother.
Our welder just went back to school. We have another railing to build. I have to be there to cut the stuff and weld. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Fuck that railing.
Okay.
It don't work like that at my place.
Okay.
I'm the only employee, so I walk out.
I just want it to be known that you are not not going because we didn't tell you couldn't go. Or
This is going on as permanent record. I'm telling you that
there
right
came
now.
onto the sword fighting thing that I was not all keen with. So,
God, Todd, just
I don't even know where that came from.
it's because he something gets stuck in his head, and then somehow or another these little connections get made, and then it just flies out of his mouth.
Okay. I guess he harkened back to the days of sword fighting with Alan.
No,
No.
something that went on with his brother or some shit. I don't know.
And a blow up sheep. I remember hearing something about that.
The
But
blow up sheep we did put on his
I
mailbox. He claims he doesn't remember it because of the head injury, but we did put that on his mailbox. So we'll be there. We'll be there on. You're right. We'll be there Tuesday night.
Yep.
And we'll figure out where everybody is, and we'll try to make it to some of the stuff. But we'll definitely be at Byron. You know, I guess from probably the minute that everybody starts getting there, right? Who cares?
Yep.
we got some replies already for the.
Simon hashtag fuck that railing. That's right. Right. I was right. No, you know, and Guido's asking if we're going to bring shirts. Man, we just literally got the logo. So,
Yeah, I don't think there's any way to pull that off.
yeah, I apologize. But it's actually going to happen now. So you guys can stop making fun of me. I know I was the biggest loser in this whole process, but I did try, man. We actually had a lot of failure logos. We should, in our spare time, we should collect them all and put them up and see what we went through with some of these, not listeners, just other people.
In fairness, I think we went through, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 logo people.
Yeah, we did.
That were, doing stuff for us.
And then
like,
Tad and
awful.
some guys, some fans. And, there was probably 10 renditions that were all terrible. So the new one, I like it. What?
Comment on the fan page.
What, shirt jail? Oh, who said that? Aaron doesn't like it? All right. Somebody's getting smacked. I'm telling you. Not Aaron, though. He looks pretty tough.
He's awful far away to.
Yeah.
He's not going to be at Drag Week?
No, I don't think he's going.
Oh,
no.
I'll talk shit about him then.
He's just a fan,
Well, Steve is supposed to be calling in soon, so I just texted him to remind him of the number.
Are we going to rent something cool to drive?
I thought you already took care of that.
Well, yeah, I did, but I just rented something.
Just to get in line.
Pedestrian?
No, I'm on Emerald. You go to National and you pick any car that you want, but you could up to a certain level. We can get a Mustang or something like that, but
Dodge Caravan?
But
we're going to be around crowds of people.
I know we don't
go.
go. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I just thought about that.
But if we want a vet or something like that, we got to upgrade.
No, I don't. We don't need a Corvette.
How about CTSV?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Or just I like those little Cadillacs. Like whenever I go out, to any of the places.
The coupes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Aaron says he can make it if I book him a flight. I would have, but it's too late now. I'm gonna go with that.
He could take my space.
Yeah. Then he'll be sword fighting with somebody. I don't know who. It's not going to be us. Anyway. So when's this guy calling up?
He just sent me a text. He's on the road. We'll call in 20 minutes. That was earlier. I wasn't, my phone's muted, so I don't know. So he's got a few minutes yet, but he'll call in.
All right.
So we can just keep improvising with
how's your car
stellar
going?
material here.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. But Tad?
Yes.
How's your car going?
It is nice.
Did you get injected?
Nice
Do we get injectors yet? Oh no, they'll
be here, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah, I got you tracking. That's right.
Yep.
And then what else? What are we doing for a turbo?
Now I'm debating, since I'll have a little bit of money coming at me, whether I'm going to go rotate it or not.
He's got money now.
Don't have
30
it
seconds ago, he didn't have any money. He couldn't even go on a trip because he can't take off work. Now he's got money.
I will point
Don't
that
have
out
it yet.
That one of the things that you said is when you said why you weren't going, you said money, and we said we'll
pay for everything.
We take care of you, and you're like, no.
Money is not in my hand yet, or pocket or whatnot.
Well, if you put your dumbass on an airplane, you wouldn't be reaching in your pocket to pay for the person that put you on the airplane.
Again, I cannot leave work. Our welder just went back to school. That leaves me as the only employee.
Okay.
It sucks.
All right. So did you get your sensors yet? You get all that stuff worked out?
No.
Okay.
I got them. They're in there in the box. Rich hasn't been there the last 2 times I was there because he was either off or...
we have this device. It's called the telephone.
Very good.
And it allows you to connect vocally to another person at another location.
Wait, can I take a liberty of answering for Tad?
Sure.
Don't care.
Yeah, don't care. I mean, seriously. Just is there some kind of rule that Rich made? You can only talk to him on a Friday
No,
And in person.
and in person.
I prefer in person.
Do you sword fight with Rich?
No.
I'm not
I
sure.
mean, like, all I'm just asking you is if, like, Rich hasn't been there the past 2 times, so you don't know what's going on. Maybe you could call him.
I don't call people. I fucking hate phones. Seriously.
I know.
I find if you
All right,
text me, it's
all
no
right.
problem. I can't
Okay.
fucking stand when people call.
All right. Okay. Anyway, so what are you doing for a turbo? Money, blah, 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 rotated. You still need a turbo.
Yes. Well, it depends. I'm stuck at this point
Why?
because I have not received funded yet to find out where I'm going.
You ought to just put a stock location 20 on that thing and be done with it.
No, that's the problem. It'll be done, and I don't want it done like that.
Okay.
It was going to be my stock turbo that I had before, but
Anywho, all right, we gotta.
I can't even process what just went on with him.
I know. Well, we can't. We can't.
This is why.
We're gonna shut his mic off in a second. Don't we have a? Just go sit in the corner, Ted.
I am.
Anyway, we gotta have some subject matter here. Anything, help me out.
Can we talk about cylinder heads?
We can.
You wanted to.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to hammer anybody tonight.
Okay. But I did, and I encourage people to do this. Last week, Kenny Duttweiler, it was fantastic,
Yes.
if you ask me. I had a very good time. There's a lot of information there. Furthermore, if you listen to Kenny and then you go back and you listen to the one with Billy Godbold from Comp Cams, there's quite a few tie-ins that occur there.
Mm-hmm.
If you can connect the dots from, and put some of this information together, there's actually a lot of really key things there that I kind of knew, but I didn't really know how to explain it. And neither one guy hit it exactly. But between the two of them talking about the same subject,
They nailed it.
there's a lot of good information about camshaft and heads. Just listen.
Hey, one of our guys just asked. He wants us to talk about coatings. I guess we got to go back to our experience. So, Tad, you'll be helpful here. What? What? That was
Nothing.
natural.
All right.
He's asking, I guess, if Jet Hot is worth the money. And I remember this guy. I forget his name. The SRT4 guy. He's the oldest guy that owns an SRT4 Neon on the planet. But I think it was like the fastest one ever or something like that. He's asking piston coatings. I personally don't believe in piston coatings. But what do I know about pistons?
I have heard every conceivable argument for and against piston coatings, specifically piston deck coatings.
Right. Well, yeah. Let's get to that too. Skirt coatings actually are helpful for a bunch of reasons. For break-in, some for NVA, for noise. There are some reasons for skirt coatings, and I agree with a lot of them.
That phrase you just used, a TLA, 3-letter acronym. Could you explain that to people? Because we've mentioned it before, and I don't think they get it.
Well,
NVH.
Yeah, it's the noise that's heard by in the passenger compartment, and it's a number that the OEs have to deal with. And that's as far as I know. I don't know what the values are or what the decibel
Right, but I'm saying
ratings
that NVH is noise, vibration, and harmonics.
Yes,
right?
yeah, yep,
okay.
yep.
Because we've used that before, and I remember somebody on a fan page or somebody said, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, I don't.
But
sorry if I missed that on the fan page, but I don't.
From the coating side on the skirts, you kind of know when you start seeing like larger manufacturers do it as matter of fact, and especially even some OEM
OEs,
stuff.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, there's something there.
Yes.
Or they wouldn't be doing it because they don't want to spend any more money than they have
Correct.
to.
Especially $1 million at a time because they're coating a lot of pistons.
By the same token, I have heard this, and I mean it'd be good. See, here's the problem: you talk to a coating guy, and I don't want to trash the coating guys, but if you talk to a coating guy, coatings are the greatest thing in the world.
Well, listen,
Gotta have them.
there are some coatings that are the greatest thing in the world.
I agree. And I like DLC,
All the DLC stuff,
but that's
on valves, on
technically
pins.
not a coating. I think that's a process.
Well, it's a process, but it's you're still coating a part with something.
Well, anyway, specifically on the pistons.
Yes.
I have heard, and after referring back to some of the information like from Banish, like talking about the injector spraying directly, into the cylinder, cools the fuel, cools the air charge better. One of the things that I heard is that a piston coating can actually drive more heat back up into the intake side. So now I don't really know how that all plays in. Now, these are people that were, some comp guys, some guys I had respect for, but I don't know if that method of thinking has changed.
I don't know either. My thinking on coatings is if the piston is designed, to grow into a cylinder via the heat that it's absorbing, then if you put a coating on it, you change that
expansion characteristics.
Yeah, that intimacy. I don't know that it's terrible, but it would change.
That's something that we never really talked about, that the pistons, the way that they're shaped and manufactured, where the pin piers are and the pin rigidity all plays into the piston expanding at operating temperature to where it needs to be to run.
Yep.
So, if you change the dynamic of how the piston either gives off or takes in heat.
There's no way around it. It's going to be different.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know that anybody designs for coatings. I don't know if their testing is out there, to us. So I just don't know, but man, I haven't seen any reason for them.
You know what this comes down to as well? Are you going to put a coating on and it's going to stop your pistons from melting? No, you've got another problem.
Yes.
Are you going to put an oil shedding coating on a crankshaft and pick up 100 horsepower? No. If you're racing pro stock, if you're racing comp, if you're racing super stock, you kind of have to explore that stuff.
If you need the 3 horsepower, that's where you find it.
For the most part, the places that I like coatings, cam bearings specifically, rod main bearings. I mean, just about any bearing I'm okay with. Make sure you got your clearance right, because that's can be a whole nother circus.
It adds. Yep.
Coatings on the skirts, fine. What about valve springs?
I don't know anybody that does it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I saw them for a while. Now just everything's back to super finished.
Yep.
And I guess that's probably
super
the best
finished
bet.
and polished. And so we got somebody.
Yeah. I think we
Caller.
got Steve. Steve, is this you?
Hello. Nozzle.
This might be Harry.
What, he put us on hold?
Maybe.
That's crazy.
I know the phones are working because I checked them. I went through our routine.
Gonna say he didn't update.
Yeah. Well, anyway, SRT4, I forget your name. Can you just put it into the chat room? That's, we were just talking about thermal coatings and they probably work, but we don't know. I personally don't think that they're supposed to. I don't think the usage for them is on the top of a piston. I just don't.
No, we never did it. I wouldn't think about doing it. I don't know about valve faces. I don't. And it's another thing. Valves are made to run at a temperature. Didn't you tell me that some of the valves that like you guys make at lower temperatures
you could have
not as strong?
Have a problem? Yeah,
right.
That's true. Yeah.
So I mean, you tie all this together. Look, I tend to look at a lot of this stuff like snake oil. It's not necessarily something that you need to do, and sometimes you're paying for something that's going to get you next to nothing.
Yeah.
And if you got something, I mean, in the context of what we're talking about, if you were racing comp super stock, something along those lines that you needed everything. Let me give you an example. We worried about everything in the circle track stuff. We never coated anything.
Yeah.
Never did anything.
Well, Simon just just stated that he's got Cerakote on his exhaust manifolds. And that would be great. Keeping heat in an exhaust manifold, that's a great spot for it. But one of the guys was saying, it's oops factor on the piston, and no, it's not. If you're going to melt the piston,
I think you're going to go right through that.
You're going to go through that like nothing. Yeah.
All right. Who we got, Harry or Steve?
You've got Steve, your favorite douche nozzle.
What's up, Nozzle?
Nozzle from Australia. Look, let me tell you how this started. Okay. And I didn't even get into this with Steve. But I posted like the home automation controller I use.
Yep.
Is kind of half baked. It's not quite crowdsourced, but it's goofy.
It's pretty cool though.
And you gotta know a lot of programming. It's not easy to work with.
Yep.
So they got this new thing like map your logic, and I push the button and it makes like if you took a ball of yarn and unspooled it all and ripped it apart, that's what it looked like. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I posted a picture of it. I think it was funny. He's like, oh yeah, and you're gonna do Dragweek. I'm like, But talking to him now, I mean, yeah.
So Steve, what's your involvement in Dragweek?
Competitor.
In what class?
The eighth time. I've been in big block, naturally aspirated, street, and small block, street, naturally aspirated.
Oh, okay.
Now, when we talked earlier today, you didn't tell me you were in the naturally aspirated class, so all the valve train stuff that we talked about, that really comes into play here.
Absolutely. That's the hard part of the whole deal.
Now,
The valve train together.
yeah, I mean, like, look, just so everybody understands, if you're going to be running in a naturally aspirated class, you have no power adder. You have nowhere to get horsepower from, so it's how good the motor is. So you know what that means? Aggressive as hell camshaft. It's going to be hard on parts. These guys, to me, they got the biggest set of balls, except for maybe the nitrous guys, because they could always need pistons in a 10-pack, you know, any minute.
No doubt.
But it's, you know, to make a normally aspirated thing that runs a number and go fast, that's and survive, that's pretty good. But so, well, let's go back to this, Steve. Where exactly are you from in Australia?
Sydney. I'm actually a Kiwi, but from New Zealand, but I've lived in Sydney for like 40 years.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people like Canadians. You know, a lot of Canadians might live in America. It's pretty much the same deal. A lot of Kiwis live in Australia and vice versa.
Okay. And over there, are you into the car scene as much as, or is Dragweeklet just kind of like your main focus, like something you want to do?
Yeah. I've drag raced motorbikes a lot was the main thing for me, but I've always liked cars, you know. And I saw Dragweek take off in 2006. I was reading about it, and as my friends say, I'm an ideas guy. I looked at that magazine and thought, you know what, we should do this. This would be great. So the next year, me and a couple of buddies came over. We bought cars. He bought a 70 Plymouth Cuda, and I bought an old 65 Impala, and we just went around just to have a look, you know, see what it was about. And thought, this is a regular for us. So I've been doing it ever since, all bar 2 or 3 years I've missed, but it's a regular thing for me.
So what did you do? Did you come over? Did you buy the car over here and build it over here? Like, did you make trips?
The one that I've been running lately, I bought an old 63 Dodge 440. And it's a really good sleeper. It just looks like Grandpa Special Stocker, but it runs 11s. It's got like a 512 stroker in it. And I actually got third in class the first year that I bought that, because, you know, the competition wasn't so fierce as it is now. And we've driven that a few times, and I've actually had a couple of friends drive it. I've, you know, said, take the Dodge, go for your life. But
I like the accent.
But I'll build something a bit more serious, and I built up a little Ford Capri, which is a very common car to race in Australia. And believe it or not, Ford Clevelands are really popular in Australia.
Yeah, they're huge. That I know,
Yeah, we built a Yates-headed Cleveland, stuck it in the Capri. We actually built the thing in about 6 weeks, which is a big mistake. You know, the one thing you've got to do when you go on Dragweek is test your stuff.
Yeah.
Have it running good for about 6 months so you know exactly what's going on. So it took off, you know, it was a bit rocky. The first year, I think we got over and we fried transmissions and just thought, we're not going to do it. We'll just, you know, leave it. Came back the next year, rectified a few things, went okay, then ran it the year after and got second in class in the small block street class. Yeah.
So the car's been here?
Yeah, it's been sitting. We've got friends on there now, actually. He's cooking up a nice barbecue for us in Independence, Kansas.
Oh, okay.
A friend of ours. He races one of those outlaw fuel ultras.
Oh, okay.
Pretty handy guy to know. And
so where did you come into, and where did you get the car, and how are you making the travel from here, or from where you started in the United States to Dragweek?
Well, this year we're not running the Capri. This year I'm with a friend, Mark, who was raced in the Capri with me for the last couple of years. And he brought over a Valiant, which is Australian Chrysler. They're very similar to a Dodge Dart.
Yep.
And he's done the old 5.3 truck motor with a turbo on it. And Power Glide. And he shipped it over to LA. They virtually always come through the West Coast. And he went over and picked up from LA. I actually flew into Las Vegas, so I could just put my feet up by the pool and wait for him. And he met me on Tuesday. We had to run around, fix some heating issues. You know, you get all these little issues, and of course you're out of your comfort zone. You don't know anyone, you know, you don't know anything or where to go. So we sorted the car out, had some help. Americans are very friendly and helpful like that. And another guy from Street Machine magazine met up with us, Luke, and the poor guy, he's stuck in the back of the car, and it's got a roll cage, so he's sort of wending his way around the taxi bar and stuffed in there, but he's like a photojournalist, so he's you know, documenting the whole trip, and we've done a lot of the old Route 66.
He's driving in the back of a car with a roll cage?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, you'll see plenty of that on Dragweek, don't worry. And,
yeah, I would do that.
Well, the one thing that I thought was pretty good from our conversation earlier is you said the poor guy got there to pick you up, and he looked like he was baked alive.
Oh, he looked like he was going to die. When he turned up, he had the good sense to fit air conditioning to it before he left Australia. But of course, that meant changing the radiator and the electric fans and putting like a condenser in front of the fan. So it's got an intercooler, then a condenser, then the radiator. And the electric fans and this radiator just weren't cutting it. So he had nice air conditioning that he couldn't turn on because the car's overheating. He had steel floors. He had no padding in the floors. No, nothing. And he was, yeah, he's a pretty hardy guy.
And he was driving across from California to Vegas?
Yeah, in Vegas.
Man, talk about like the worst possible area of the United States to have
I know.
a poorly functioning air conditioner and bare floorboards.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
It was over 110 degrees. That's why I had the good sense to go to Vegas myself and just put my feet up by the pool and have a couple of beers.
Oh, yeah, he loves you right now.
Yeah, you skated on that one for sure.
Yeah, that was good planning, I'll tell you.
Nozzle.
But, we ran around and we found a place over there called Microtech that do LS conversions into Jeep Renegades. And talking to the owner there, Rob, man, he was the smartest guy I've ever talked to face-to-face when it comes to cars. And he's telling us how
You haven't met Tad yet in person.
control actually works on a car, just things that you never realise that's going on. He's a really smart guy. And he said, look, we put a lot of these LS conversions into these Jeeps. This is the radiator you need, and this is the fan. And it's a great big, 18-inch single fan, one of those pulse-modulated control fans.
Yeah, and it's an OEM fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It pulls 50 amps once it winds up. Once it winds up, it's like an airplane. Stage on it, So that's sorted that out, but it was a little bit hard on the alternator and such. So we've just had a few little gremlins, but by and large, it hasn't been too bad. Mark has an association with Haltech, fuel injection guys, and he can ring them any time. I've got to say, I've got to admit, their backup is second to none. And he just logs on and says, what's going on? I said, well, you've dropped out a fuel pump. Well, he's got, 4 fuel pumps in the whole car. And, we'll sign this one, we'll get that. So we've had a few minor problems, but by and large, we've been able to come over with the air conditioning on, and we went, like I was saying before, you go to Home Depot and you see people wandering around. That was us. I listened to that podcast that day and I thought, yeah, this is us. We're wandering around. I got some of that stuff that you wrap around heaters for insulation,
Yep.
Water heaters in
Yep.
your home. We've got a couple of rolls of that and some cheap carpet that you might put on your patio, I guess. And, the car's a whole lot nicer. It's not too noisy. It's nicer to drive than the Capri, that's for sure. So he's doing his little, photo documentary as we go. We get off the main road and, go down the old Route 66 and have a little explore. And it's been kind of cool because normally when I travel, interstate, I'm just on the interstate, I'm just going. So we're actually getting to see a little bit of, the old Route 66 and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, not only that, if you're driving all the way to Dragweek, it's got to be further from the West Coast than from here to the start point.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, West Coast, and then we go to Kansas first. We've driven to Independence, Kansas. Then we're driving. I think Wednesday morning we'll plan on leaving. and we'll drive up there and do another little tourist shots as we go. Mark actually writes a column for Street Machine magazine in Australia, which is Australia's sort of biggest, performance street car type magazine. And Hot Rod are very gracious in just allowing them to come along, and they cover Drag Week at the same time. So, big thanks to them. And they just said, look, take Luke, the cameraman, with you, and off you go, do your stuff, give us some footage and give us some, some stories.
So you're driving the Dragweek car from Las Vegas, from California
to Las Vegas, now to Kansas.
And then to Dragweek.
Yeah, we're in Kansas now.
And then doing the whole Dragweek thing.
Yeah, then we're driving from here up to Cordova, and then we'll do Dragweek, and then we'll drive it back here and go from there. I'm actually going to bring my Capri and my old Dodge back this year.
Have you hit your head recently?
We do this stuff, man. We do this shit all the time.
Yeah, no, but you could have trailered the car to Cordova. Whatever.
Yeah, but if they don't have anything over here, you know what I mean? You're talking about having more vehicles that you have to handle.
I guess.
I kind of get it, but boy, it's a lot of driving.
I'd rather walk.
Well, yeah, I don't mind driving. What I did is a couple of years ago, I bought a tow dolly. You can tow behind the car, and my old Dodge 440. We're basically going to put the Capri on the tow dolly and tow it back to California with the Dodge.
Wow.
Brian Jensen and his wife, who are also Australians, doing Drag Week this year in the white Tirana. They'll be coming with me. We've sort of arranged, I'll pick them up after Drag Week. And
wait, time out. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you have your Dodge that has a 440 and a Power Glide, right?
No, my Dodge has a
Stroked
512 stroker and a torque flight.
Okay, so it's got a torque flight. All right, that's marginally better. And you're going to tow the Mustang, the Capri, with that car.
Yeah. It's a little Capri's smaller than that. It's it's a small car.
Okay.
We had to add weight to it to get to the 3,000 pound limit. They have in street.
Do you guys say the word wanker or is that English? is wanker from Australia or England?
That's England.
That's me. Nah, we're wankers. We don't mind.
All right, can you call Tad a wanker for me?
I've got thick skin and no shame.
No. I didn't ask because you're a wanker. I wanted you to call Tad a wanker.
He's just trying to get a soundbite.
Oh, he's a wanker. That's fine, mate. Join the club.
Well, I got to tell you,
really,
guys got a hell of a set of balls.
Yeah, they do.
Because I mean, I wouldn't be.
We're flying.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know what I'm saying?
We're flying like 200 miles.
Yeah,
that's what I said. Come on, you guys will do it once or twice. And I don't know, the Miami Vice drag races, I'm thinking. You might not do it as tough as us. I don't know, I just want to know which one's Tubbs and which one's Crockett.
Yeah.
I think either one of us are pretty far from Miami Vice characters.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
That's for damn sure.
You're driving, let's face it, you're driving around in a midlife crisis. So.
Yes!
Well, then I've been having a midlife crisis since I was like
20 he's had a
something.
yellow Corvette since he's 28.
Yeah. I can't talk. I've got a Corvette as well, but
You wanker.
I like that story.
No, that is a good story. Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, if I was, and you said that there's an event like this, like a Drag Week type event that occurs in Australia. Well, let me tell you, the last thing I'm going to do is drop me off as far away as you can so I can drive to it.
Yeah.
Look, it's one thing being in the United States because you could kind of put your car in any kind of trailer thing and get it home.
Yep.
This is a lot different.
Yeah.
The
only good thing is we don't have like 900 different animals that can kill you here. We only got like 4. Yeah. They got like hundreds of them over there that can kill you.
Yeah. And most of them taste good, so
So tell everybody about this Australian version, kind of like of Drag Week, and what that is.
Well, yeah, the magazine that Mark does a column for saw Drag Week, and everyone got enthused. Thought, yeah, that's the go. We'll do that. So they did their own version. You've got to bear in mind that the conditions in Australia are not like here. We don't have the motel facilities around drag strips and things like that, and drag strips are a lot further apart. So we do our own version. It goes for about, 1,200 kilometres. I've been on all of them. I actually took my car last year, and sadly, it's a car that I've had for a long time. It's a nice little Dodge Dart GT 67. I'd just built up a red-hot small block that ran 9.9 on the first day, and the second day, some woman ran into the back of me on the side of the road.
Oh, that's the car you were telling me about that you got rear-ended and got destroyed.
Yeah, it's history. So I'm just parting that out now. But I'll go with friends this year, and it's good fun. The guy that sort of runs that deal over there, it will be on Dragweek. He comes over and covers it here.
Well, I got to.
Hot Rod very gracious and just saying, yeah, you guys come along, join the fun.
I got to tell you, I always talk a lot of shit about going places or doing things. Australia is on my bucket list of things I want to see before I end up in the dirt.
I would go there.
I would listen. I ain't bringing a car there.
No.
Tom.
Well, what's that?
That one with Tom over UAE or
Tom.
Dubai. That'd be a trip, man.
Yeah, no, I do want to. I want to get to Australia, and actually we have some customers there, and I know some people there, and now also from the show. I do. Aaron just said fucking gala. What does that mean? Gala. Must be an Australian thing.
Gala.
Oh, gala. What does that mean?
A stupid. Like dickhead.
Oh, he must be talking about you then.
An arsehat. Oh, he would be. Maybe.
No, I'd like to see Australia. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't want to bring a car over there for this, but it'd be something to go see. And like I said, that's something I wanted to do.
The Aussies just have cool shit. I will say.
I'll tell you one thing that I've noticed from talking to all these guys. I think they're all fucking crazy.
Well, they are, and they have cool shit.
Yeah.
The stuff that comes to the UAE from Australia is cooler than the stuff that comes from here. There's no doubt.
There you go. If you were to go over there and God forbid, check out Drag Challenge as opposed to Drag Week,
okay.
You'd have no problem picking up rides and, going along. People on who listen to your podcast would go, yeah.
Wait a minute, is the steering wheel on the wrong side?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Because they're the other side, right?
Yeah.
Boy, that's got to be weird.
We're all driving around on the wrong side of the road, but no one runs into each other, so go figure.
That's got to be weird. All right, Steve, well, listen, we're going to definitely see you at Byron. We will be there.
Yeah, look us up. Find us. We're going to be the two guys with the Power and Speed garb on. Oh, no, we don't have any.
We don't have any shirts.
I know. We got nothing.
Is this phone number that I have for you, is that going to be good throughout this whole time you're here?
Yep, I'll have it for this whole trip. I bought a SIM card, so it'll work.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll see you there, and it'll be fun.
All right, man. Well, safe travels. Have fun. And
we'll see you out there.
And we'll see you soon, buddy. Thanks.
Cool. Nice talking to you.
See you, man.
See you,
man.
Bye-bye.
Guy's not quite the dick that I thought he was.
No, he's pretty cool.
I was going to hate on him.
He was just busting you.
Yeah, well, it's hard.
I was going to hate on him, too.
I know you were going to. You're like, let's get him. Let's tell him we're going to jump him.
I was. No, he was cool.
Hey.
American thugs.
You wanker.
Is this Harry?
Harry.
Yo,
What's up, you wanker?
I'm just getting a blowjob in Dustin's truck here. What's up?
That's a good way to start it off.
So, this is Harry. Now, what do you go by? Is it Harry Hall?
Harry Haig.
Haig, right. But like Kevin said, people call you Harry Hall. I don't know what that's all about. But you apparently have had an amazing amount of issues already, and you're not even there.
That's how we roll.
Well, let's start with the first one.
Well, let's start here. Where are you from in Australia? How did you get here? And where did you land in the United States?
Okay, so I'm from Ardmona, Victoria, in Australia, which is down the bottom in the cold, shitty part, like farming land and stuff. And yeah, the first year, I actually come over to drive Steve Reimann's second car, and we took it for a drive, but it was a Mopar and it was slow as shit. And we're like, we're not taking that. So that's how the Chevelle deal started.
Now, this is the Chevelle that actually
with turbos.
The turbos.
Yes, it has a Facebook page.
I'm following it.
Aussie Chevelle.
Yep, Aussie Chevelle, and it says Dragweek 2017. Go check out the page because that'll explain a lot if you haven't seen the pictures of it yet.
I've seen it.
Yeah, and there's videos and stuff that people don't understand. There's the guys from Street Machine in Australia, our magazine down there. They've they've got a good 15-minute video of like the 3 years or 2 years we've done it or whatever, and that'll explain a lot. So yeah, check that out and then you'll understand.
Now, how did this car come to be? You built that here?
Well, the first year, like I say, we went to drive Steve Reimann's Mopar, but as everyone knows, Mopar's below par. It was too slow. And, slow par. And we were the guys we were staying at. Well, I was asking them before I got there, find me something with a big block and a stick shift so we can drive around. So we looked on Craigslist and everywhere. We couldn't find nothing. And then where we were staying at the car shop, Dale, who's a legend, a Hemi hunter they call him, he goes, I've got one down the back, but it'll be all rusted out done. I put it down there 20 years ago. A guy come to get it fixed, never paid the bill. So we went down there, and there's photos of it on our page that it was buried in trees, and it was like full of rat shit up to the tunnel, and like it was pretty bad. Anyway, we dug it out with the tractor and cleaned it out, had flaws in it, and had a motor and didn't have a tail shaft and stuff, and we took the carburetor off, put it in a bucket of fuel, and we went across the road and ate Mexican, and we bolted it back on when we come back across the road, and we touched 2 wires to get all the rats had eaten all the wires, and that bitch just fired straight into life and idle, and we all just looked at each other and like, we're on. So we had like 4 days to get it ready for Dragweek, and it was missing like a bunch of parts, and we just thrashed on that 18 hours a day till we got it ready and drove it to, I think it was the Gateway with no clutch pedal because we couldn't get a clutch linkage anywhere.
So wait a minute. This was with the motor that happened to be sitting in the car the whole time it was sitting there?
Yeah. Dale had fixed it, and over the years, everyone had robbed stuff off it. And so it was basically a shell with a motor and a transmission and not much else. And then we found parts for it to get it going, and O'Reilly's and all that stuff, and rebuilt the brakes and all that. And me, my buddy Pyro, and Brett Ford from Australia, we thrashed that, and Arby and Steve and Dale at the car shop in Cairns, he let us use his shop, and we thrashed on it, and we made it happen, and that was when we rocked up at day one at Dragweek, which was 2 years ago. So that's how it started.
Okay, now fast forward to today. What is in the car? Where did you land in the United States? And where have you gotten to so far?
Okay, so today, or on Friday our time, I think. Yeah, Friday our time, we left my place, which is 2 hours from the airport, at 5 a.m. We had to drive 2 hours to the airport. We had to get a connecting flight to Sydney, Australia, and then we had to sit on the plane for 16 hours, and we flew into Texas. And then our good buddy, a legend, if anyone, our buddy Scott Brown in Texas, we bought a ramp truck. He'd been fixing it up for us. They picked us up. John Dodson and his buddy picked us up in their 1,000 horsepower streetcars from the DFW. We went to Gas Monkey, drank about 8,000 beers, and then we went and picked up the ramp truck, and then we drove it from Texas to Kansas, where we are right now, getting driven around by my bestie, Dustin Gardner, who's a little gay, but he's okay.
And has there been any problems with the truck, or has everything been okay?
No, it's stuck pretty much the whole time. No, it was going fine, but it was getting. I was looking in the mirror. Scott Brown picked the truck up for us from John Dodson's. I think he was about 3 hours away. And when he was driving it home, the ignition was cutting in and out, and it blew the mufflers out. So he cut them off, and so we put a new carby, or Scotty put a new carby and distributor and stuff like that on it.
Carby?
So, what do you call them here? A carburetor.
That's right. We call him a carburetor.
Yeah.
I like when he threw the American accent on.
Yeah. Get with it, Harry.
In Australia, we call them a rooster, carby rooster. So
Okay.
it had all that.
Nobody calls it a carby, mate.
It's not my fault. You're backwards over here, you know.
No.
Player. Yeah. So anyway, we took off it we went to Denton. We watched the radio races on, must have been Friday night, I guess. And I actually got to see like Radio vs. the World cars, like the Golden Grill there, going past us. We parked right at the 8 mile mark. He was going past the 200 mile. That was a bad motherfucker. So we did that. Went to a motel, stayed there, and then we left. So we did I think it took us about 10 hours to get up to Kansas. And then I didn't tell the boys, but the smoke behind in the mirror was getting worse and worse and worse. And then when we got like an hour out, the ignition kept cutting in and out with the key. We had to flick it. So we rolled up to Dustin's place, and we got lost in this little town. Where's Grandpa live? Plateau City. So we're going up the main street in this Platte City on Sunday, and we turn the corner, and the ignition's cutting in and out. So we turn this corner, and next minute, like the smoke's like something out of the Fog of a Mist movie. Like the whole truck was just engulfed in this fucking smoke. And then the ignition cut out right in front of the police station with the biggest fucking bang you've ever heard in your life. And it did it again, and we're all laughing and waiting to get arrested. And then we did an autopsy on it yesterday morning, and it's all the rings are in like up inside the spark plug, and it's all messed up. So at the moment, we're still looking for a 454 to put in the ramp truck. And then right now, we're going to my buddy Bob Tynans, who's put some mini tubs and stuff in the car. And we're going to check out Steve-O, the Chevelle, right now. So that's where we're at.
So is the ramp truck functional at this point?
Oh, it goes, but it's just got its own aurora of smoke. Like it comes up through the tunnel, it comes up through the back. It's like, did you see that thing with Farm Truck in Asian where they had that purse thing with the smoke?
Yeah.
Like it's like that. Like the other night, we pulled up at traffic lights when we pulled up, and there was a guy walking across the street, and he pulled his shirt off and put it over his face and his mouth to stop the smoke going in his mouth, and he was walking in front of the truck. That's how bad it is right now.
So now the vehicle that you're using to get the car to Dragweek is the one that has the problem, not.
It's fucked. Yeah.
God.
Sweet.
So where are you guys at exactly right now? Like how far away are you from the start event?
As you're talking to me, you are right. We are right now in front of Kansas Motor City Speedway, the NASCAR track,
Mm-hmm.
and we're heading to where's Bob live, Dustin? Blue Springs. We're going to Blue Springs to Bob's to actually see Steve-O for the first time.
Okay.
So that's where we're at right now.
So what's the amount of mileage to the actual first start track from there? Do you know?
I think it's about 5 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to try, because it's a holiday over here and everybody's just drinking beer and having a fat time. Nobody wants to work. So we're going to try and find a motor in the morning, put that in the ramp truck tomorrow afternoon. And then our good buddy Rick from Gear Vendors has hooked us up with the gear vendors. So we're going to go to get the tail shaft shortened tomorrow, put the gear vendors in. We're going there now to put the new converter in it from our buddy in Australia for all fast converters. And then we're going to hopefully test at that bumper track. Where's that at? Osborne. We're going to go to Osborne Wednesday, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out.
All right. So wait a minute. So I'm just getting all this knitted together. This is, so you guys are actually making changes to the car right now at all the different places you're stopping.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We do shit the hard way.
Yeah, I'd say so. I would say so.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to have some work cut out for you. That's for
Man,
sure.
they're going to Osborne.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're still a long way from home.
Dirt track, isn't it still?
Are they, Tom? I don't know.
They're a long way. They are a long way
From the start.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out right now, but
From Kansas City, it's like 5 hours, isn't it? To 5 or 6 hours. So that's probably 15 hours in the ramp truck, I would guess.
Cordova to Osborne. Yeah, 8.5 hours.
8.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says.
Yeah.
So you got a ways to go yet.
It's about 200 beer drive.
Wow. Boy, I'll tell you what, all you Australian guys, you got a set of balls on you. Tell you that, because this is,
Maybe they're just stupid.
nah.
They're motorheads
They're
like
just,
us.
they don't care.
I know they don't. I'm kidding. I was hoping for stupid.
Yeah. Well, we ain't playing. We left school because, they had recess. There was playtime. That's why we left school.
All right.
All right. So you're going to hopefully get your ramp truck issues fixed. You're going to get,
Yeah, well, while you're on the podcast, if you could throw it out there, if anyone wants to be have the most famous engine shop in the world and hook us up with a 454 that'll tow the ramp truck along,
you know, it was funny when you guys were saying that, I was sitting here thinking if there's anything that I had, like there was like a short block or anything that was together,
that
but
would work.
I don't have anything.
No, negative.
I've got a bunch of older small block stuff, but none like that.
oh, for gay people, like small block stuff, like we're not into that.
We're slightly out of his way too.
Yeah, but I mean, we could ship. I mean, you could get it there pretty
Yeah,
quick.
we could. Yep, no doubt.
How many people listen to the show? Like 2 or 3, or like you got people in Kansas?
No, we got over half a dozen.
Yeah. And
Oh, really?
Well, not including you and whoever you're driving with.
all right. Well,
Pretty much 2 guys.
there's not a ton of people listening live, but it gets on Facebook. It lets other people know. Look, they need a big block. A truck type big block would be great. Is it a tall deck? Does it matter? I mean, what is it?
What is it, Robbie? What's in that boat? Is it a short deck, standard shitbox one?
Okay. So like
I bet you Rich Mogul has one.
oval port, low compression, just truck motor.
Just something that runs.
If
Just a truck motor that runs, it doesn't blow more smoke or leak more oil than the Exxon Valdez will be mint.
okay.
That shouldn't be that hard.
And we'll get this published, so everybody's going to download it probably tomorrow. So hopefully, if there's somebody else, if by then you don't find something, this will probably help you out.
They've got them at O'Reilly's. I think a couple of boys, our buddy Dan Nissen, and I think it was Steve Hart, wasn't it? At Topeka said we're going to get one at O'Reilly's. I think $800. So we're trying to get one of them. It's just the time thing. So, but we'll get it sorted out.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess you're another one of the guys that we're going to meet over at Byron. So we will definitely see all you guys there.
We'll look you up there.
Yeah, Aaron.
So now tell me, what was the deal with your car? Like, weren't you going to come and crush some class, but didn't get your shit together? Like, tell me about that.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, what it came down to is
You got to listen to the show, man.
It came.
We talked about it for 5 fucking shows. You're too involved with yourself.
Someone said, Richard Guido said you were coming to fuck everyone up. And then
Yeah, we were. Yeah, so what of it?
You're going to turn up in a minivan? Like, you live in America? Where's your nutsack? What's going on?
I want to point out that
He's got some beer muscles going on right now.
I was never the guy that said we were going to dominate. I said go an 850.
Who said dominate? I said win.
Okay.
I said we were going there to win.
Same
Isn't that
difference.
kind of the same thing?
No.
I thought it was.
And we talked about why we're not going.
Well, what happened? Did you meet new boyfriends, or what happened there?
Yeah, we made new boyfriends. That's exactly what happened.
Did you meet Steve?
I'll introduce you to him when we get there. Since you're so fucking interested in our boyfriends. You wanker.
No, I mean, unfortunately, what happened is the car ended up at the chassis shop a lot longer than we anticipated. And
Okay.
Chassis jail?
the chassis jail. That's apparently it's a real thing.
T-shirt jail?
And, not much more we could do. I mean, I can tell you this car will be done, and we will absolutely be there next year. And honestly,
And it'll go 850. I mean, everybody made it such a big deal. Like, it's going to go 850. Well, how hard is that? Come
like
on.
I said, I'm not worried about the 850. I'm
No.
worried about the index racing part of it, getting the thing
We're
to go
fine.
850 consistently.
Yep.
I've never done that. Everything that I've always done has been as fast as you can because we really never gave a shit about bracket racers or index racers.
Yep.
Never cared.
Yep.
Yeah, no one cares about that.
No. I mean, I would look if there were, what the problem is? Things have gotten so fast now, so easily.
Yeah,
And
that is a problem.
yeah, it's actually a problem because now all of a sudden you got, like if we went back to like the late 80s or early 90s, you couldn't have a street car that was going to go in the sevens.
Why would we do that?
If you had a 10-second streetcar in 1980, you were fucking the king.
You were badass. No
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah.
So now you can get these things to go so fast, you kind of can't you can't keep up with the safety side of it as a regular street car. And now everything's sort of becoming, how fast am I allowed to run?
Yeah. Because going 850, I mean, you could go 850 with nearly anything now. It's crazy.
That's right. That's the same with the Chevelle, and I like to have like a carload of Chevelle, like so people got they can pass me beers, but like we put the next cage in it to 750, it goes to a 2-seat car, and then there's only one person handing beers. It doesn't really work out, What I'm saying?
What he is shot. All right. Well, listen, we're going to look you up, and you can make fun of us in person for not being there and being.
Oh, we will trail you down. Like you will regret ever ringing me.
Nah, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. We're from New Jersey.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
But ain't these the guys that played a football without the helmets?
Rugby?
So what?
They could be a little fucked up.
Fuck them. We'll see. We're going.
All right. Well, look, guys, good luck.
Yeah, man. Hope you get there.
I'll keep your phone number. If there's anything we could do to help you, we're not close. But if there's anything we can do, feel free to call us.
Oh, Aaron Sash said put a post up on the fan page. Maybe that'll get the message
Nudes or
out.
something if you got my phone number.
Say what?
Send some nudes if you got some.
Send news.
Of Mike?
Yeah, that's
What's
pretty
wrong with you,
Oh,
man?
pretty fun. I don't
that's wrong.
I don't know how you Australian guys roll with that.
Really, that's over the top.
Oh, shit.
Plus,
All
you're
right.
gonna see Mike in person anyway, so you'll have your chance.
You'll get a live nude.
Can I just finish with one thing?
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
All right, we've got some boys, Magnus and Dennis from Sweden, with that little Barbie car they drive around.
Yep.
And we've got Nick Plewinak, who's building his like Tudor Roadster thing. I just wanted to put this on record now that we're going to donkey stomp them motherfuckers.
All right.
I like that.
It's on record.
So noted.
Right, my man.
All right, buddy.
All right, man. We'll see you out there.
Yep, we'll see you.
Right, boys, keep it safe, keep it sexy out there.
You too.
See ya.
So is that like dominating? I mean,
These guys are nuts.
I know they are. He's
I
fun.
think
we're gonna have fun.
No,
I
I'm
think
pissed
we
that I'm
have-
not going.
We might not be coming back Thursday.
Well, we could just stay. I mean,
I know.
we just move the tickets.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything I have to really. I'm pretty.
No, who knows? You might have
straight.
to. You might have to do more accounting or something.
No, I'm done. I'm going to finish up a couple things and then I'm fucking done. I don't have to touch it.
Let's
and
pick up-
everything is fixed.
Pick up Nut Bowl.
Yeah, hang on. Yo, man, what's up, Kevin?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good. Thank you so much for getting these guys to come on because we were not terribly prepared for today because we weren't really sure how everything was going to go. So it was good to have those guys.
I was hoping Harry would talk about how he got the ramp truck in the fucking ditch.
But he didn't.
But the dumb shit, they left Jason and John shop down there, didn't even get in the highway, and he's already in the ditch for the ramp truck.
I mean,
I guess he got a little too drunk there at lunch with all the guys and hit the ditch.
well, are these guys are they crazy? I mean, are they just like sort of nuts?
Who knows?
Because like, I mean, I always, and I hate to be the adult in the room. You know what I mean? I don't like, I am not that guy like 99% of the time, but I see the people like doing trailer burnouts and doing all that stuff. And I mean, I don't know, man. I just know how much shit goes wrong. I wouldn't even be fucking around with any of this stuff.
They apparently don't care.
Burnouts in the ramp truck before they ever left Jason and John's.
Jeez. Well,
It was Facebook Live. Scott Brown's had it on Facebook Live doing burnouts in the ramp truck. So
jeez. Well, hopefully they get their shit together and they actually make it all the way there.
hell, they drank 5 cases of beer on Friday night.
Hey, Fudd said he's going to be at Great Lakes Dragway.
Okay.
Is he really?
He's actually out there right now
Yeah.
because he wanted to go watch Jeff race some vintage Ford thing or something.
Oh, for Christ's
But I think he was going out there and he was coming back and he was going out there again. But I don't know. What do you want me to tell
By
you?
the way, Tom.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
The reason I'm blowing up Mike's phone because you're not doing your job getting guests is what I heard.
Oh,
Wow, that hurt, Kevin.
That's quite hurtful.
You nut job.
No, but we do appreciate getting the people to come on, Kev. It does help us out.
I'm doing it. It's no problem. I'm just giving you guys a hard time.
Yeah, and I mean, I personally, for me, have been so busy. Tom, with the tree falling on his house a couple days before he's gonna have a home inspection, didn't make his life much better either.
All right, well, you just keep doing my job, Kev. That
I'll just give you a hard
makes
time.
my life easy.
Hey, it works for the both of us,
All right, Kev. Well, thanks a lot, man. We'll see you out there for sure.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, buddy.
right.
I'll see you.
All right. Bye-bye.
I really do think the Australian guys are just nuts.
oh yeah,
They
sounded
got
great.
to be a little crazy.
Well,
they
one
they
was
sound
Kiwi,
like
but-
they sound like they're fun.
Oh yeah. Now I'm pissed that I'm not going.
So go, jackass.
I can't.
You don't have to yell.
And I wish you wouldn't yell because you don't seem to grasp the concept of that thing in front of you as a microphone and that there's some levels
Yield
set.
first.
Yeah.
So.
Well, stupid. You could go, Todd.
I had
Did
it
you
all-
talk to your brother?
Oh yeah, I had it all planned and all that stuff, and now he's
Easy.
Hey,
Take
no.
a breath.
Oh,
Breathe.
whatever.
Breathe.
I can't go. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. Period. My brother started coming on me. Oh, you can't go. You
Tad,
can't go.
Look, Tad, I don't care if we're on a podcast or not. You're not going to talk to me like that. You're
Sorry,
not.
I'll not go. I can't
Okay.
go.
I was trying to see if there was any way, but I mean, like you getting that fucking attitude with me, that ain't going to work, dude. That
They're-
is not going to work.
They're
I've
gonna-
explained
they're
I
gonna
can't
fight
go.
right now.
No, there wouldn't be no kind of fight. All I'm saying is that, your brother seemed very compliant with a lot of stuff when I asked him for things.
I don't like the way the shop is run.
I understand this. But when I asked you things like, did you ever talk to Rich? Did you call him? I don't call him. I don't talk to him. So I'm trying to make sure that we don't have a Tadism going on where you didn't ask him if you could go, that it was just your opinion that you couldn't go. That's all.
All right, we're losing it.
Mhm.
Somebody's calling.
Who's on now?
I don't know. What's
Yo,
up?
you're on the air.
Hey, this is Scott Brown. I'm the guy that brought the ramp truck to them up to Dallas this last Friday. The truck was originally bought from John Dodson up there about 2 months ago. I went and drug it down here to Georgetown area and spent 5 weekends getting where it was halfway drivable and hoping that it would make it as far as it did.
And now I'm thinking about it. Is that the ramp truck that I saw pictures on? It might have been from Dodson or Anything Automotive. That's the same truck?
Yeah, he bought that in Mississippi, and then we're going to originally use it to haul their race cars, street cars, whatever, but they wind up it was just too much for them to do, and they wanted something later model. So Harry was looking for a truck and a trailer, and this worked perfect because you could actually fit 5 or 6 people inside and then haul the car. So he bought it for a pretty good price, and I decided to go up there and pick it up. And I made it about 50 miles from home, which is about a 150-mile drive, and the distributor died on it. It blew both mufflers off and cost me a $400 tow. Got it to the shop, had to put a rear end under it, put brakes all the way around it, put a carby on it, distributor, plugs, a whole big tune-up on it, a bunch of fluids. Got it running real good. And but 60 mile an hour is right tops. It's like 35, almost 4,000 RPM in that motor.
Oh, geez.
And it was pretty tired when it left. And I told them don't go more than about 60 mile an hour, and they wrung it out pretty good. I left them a case of oil, and they probably went through that just getting out of Texas because they were, like I said, they were beating on it pretty good. But it is what it is, and I'm just glad that they were able to make it to get it to Kansas.
Yeah, they got it as far as they did, at least.
Yeah. So the plan has been to trying to find a used motor from somebody, and I think they're going to have to source a Reimann one, but they got 5 of them there. So, and then I think they found a guy's shop they can use to pull the motor and stuff. But they'll get it figured out and get it taken care of. Harry and them guys are the best group of guys you could ever hang around with. They're here just to have fun. They love drag racing. They love hanging out, drinking beers, partying, having a good time. But they really are the best bunch of guys that you could ever hang out with.
Yeah, it sounds like they're going to be a lot of fun. I think we're gonna have fun hanging out with those guys.
My friend Raul that came up with me, I told him the whole time, I said, we're going to kill a day going up there and hanging out. And we actually took him to North Star Dragway. They're having radial races, and both of us, our stomachs were hurting from laughing so much at these guys. And they got out there and won it. I think it was Abbott. He passed out earliest, and then he was over beside the truck puking a couple times, but he made it through the first Friday night in America. Then we were getting ready to leave, and one of the guys lost their cell phone. They called from the tower, said there was an Australian cell phone up there, so there was only 5 Aussies at the whole track, so we needed to get that. But as we're trying to leave, they're out there doing donuts in the ramp truck at North Star. So we took a few minutes to get out of the parking lot, but finally made it to the motel, and I think I got to bed around midnight Saturday or Friday night, and then they took off Saturday morning, head northbound. So about a good 10 or 11 hour drive.
So are you going to be out there?
Yeah, I'm not racing this year. I've raced the event 3 years in my 53 Bel Air. Did it 2 times in street class, and then I went to Ultimate Iron last year, finished 4th last year. This year, I actually in July, I went to Australia, to Brisbane area for vacation for 2 weeks, and met up with Brian and Diane Jensen and Danny Lansdowne and a bunch of the guys that come over here in the past, hung out with them, saw some sights, went all over the countryside there. Absolutely beautiful country. And then I decided, since it was quite costly to go, we used up all my extra race car money and decided I'm just not going to race it this year. And then I was going to go to the event for Saturday, Sunday, and then fly back Monday. And then got talking to a buddy of mine, Jeff Oppenheim, said he was needing some help, and a couple other guys I know needing help. So my thing is I'm splitting a motel room with Jeremy, and then I'm just going to help out ride with whoever I can, and then help Jeff at the track each day. Help him get his El Camino down the track and make sure everything's safe. And he turned a good number, and anybody else that needs any help.
Okay.
Right, fantastic.
All right, well, yeah,
listen, we'll see you at Byron. We're
Yep.
definitely going to be there.
Okay.
And
Okay.
is your number the number that you called a good
Yes,
number
sir.
to get you?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me write that down before you hang up. So I got this one too. All right, because the more people I can get in touch with while we're out there, the better. All right, perfect.
Yeah, I told Harry, I said, well, mate, I'll be able to ride with y'all one day since I'm going. And he goes, screw that. He says, you're driving, we're drinking.
There you go. Well, good luck.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you there.
Okay, take care.
Thanks, man.
Bye bye.
Bye.
A lot of good guys. These guys are all fucking
Yeah,
nuts.
I know.
They're all fucking nuts. And I got news for all of them. Mikey ain't a drinker.
Yeah, I mean,
Mikey would have a beer
yeah.
and would probably be on the ground.
No, I don't drink it all either. So.
Yeah, just it's
That's
not
all right.
me. All right.
We'll still have fun.
So, what's the plan? Are we going to do a show on Monday?
Yeah.
Before we leave?
I guess we're gonna. That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be in touch with Eric, and we'll know earlier. I mean, I've been trying. Well, whatever. He just had that thing come up, so nothing he could do.
Oh no, I'm not
Yeah.
blaming him.
No, I know.
I didn't know if we were.
I know
gonna
we talked about not doing it because we're leaving the next day, but we'll see. It's Monday.
Well, I mean, it's not like we're leaving the next day during the day. It's not
Right.
like we got to leave at 7:00 in the morning.
Right.
I mean, I plan on working up until the minute that the car service picks me
Yep.
up, so I don't give a shit.
Yep.
All right, Tad.
Yo.
Seriously, ask your brother if there's any chance or possibility, because you probably
I'll ask, but I'm telling you, I just took somebody up there today.
essentially you're gone for 1.5 days. You're going to be back Thursday morning, so you're really going to be gone kind of Wednesday, because we're going to come back Thursday. We're Thursday at 7:00 in the morning, so you'll probably be. I mean, I realize you probably don't want to drive back.
Well,
to work.
listen, you're asking him to do all this stuff, but it may be not worth it anyway because number one, our flights are filling up, and number two, you might end up paying $1,000 for a coach seat right now.
Really? Could that happen?
Hell yeah! Inside of 7 days, absolutely.
You think is that a highly traveled route?
Well, the plane was filling up.
I don't remember.
Well, there was 3 left in first when I got mine.
No. Did you get yours after mine? Because when I got mine, I thought there were like 4 or 5.
Well, okay,
Yeah, they're going to fill it
yeah,
fast.
4 or 5. So there were 3.
Well, how many are there, dude? There's not like there's fucking 60.
No, but I looked at the back of the plane.
Oh,
too.
I didn't look at the back.
Yeah,
of the plane.
there was a lot.
Why would I?
There
look
wasn't a
back
lot. Yeah, I know. Right.
All right. So, well, just see what you can do, Todd.
Right.
I'd rather have you go.
Yeah, we would rather have you go.
I think it'd be fun.
I would have liked to have been there to see Fudd's reaction with the Dragweekers too, but
Fudd.
yeah, he said he's going to be there.
He's not going to be there.
He's not going to be there.
We're
when
not going to
there.
see Fudd.
And if we do, we're going the other way.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we'll see everybody either on Monday or out there. See ya.